Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today I have August Empties. If you can believe it, I am filming this in July. So it has been a while, but I used to be like that, where whenever my bucket gets full, I want to fill my empties. And here we are. I would say we're like 2/3 of the way through July. So I am way ahead. I already have July's done. I don't know what to say other than it is what it is. All right. First off, this isn't necessarily an empty, but it is dyeing. The elastic is pretty much done. I could replace the elastic, but I have more of these I've gotten in boxes, etc. If you haven't tried one of these, I love them. I do prefer the ones with the elastic and the button, but you put it on your hair after your shower, and I feel like it just soaks up the water so much more. I even travel with these. So this is just kind of old and dirty, and again, the elastic is breaking, but I love these and I highly recommend. We just got back from Canada, and popular there are ketchup chips, and a coworker was basically like, you have to try them. We tried 2 different brands. The other brand we did not care for, but the Old Dutch are, I would say, I mean, I probably, if I lived in Canada, I wouldn't be buying these on the regular, but they were very nice to try. They kind of had a sweet, tangy flavor, so I did not mind these. I enjoyed trying these. Definitely could eat them. So I liked them, but it probably wouldn't be something I would pursue regularly. Let's get into the regular empties. So, Foxy Bay. This is their Dirty Gal dry shampoo. I don't know with inflation how much it is now. Back in the day, it was about $16 on their websites. I believe I've only gotten this at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. This cost me $10. I like it for that price. So you're getting 7 ounces for 10 bucks. I don't think I would pay full price on their website, but I like it. It's not my favorite. It's not, I mean, I really like the Andrew Fitzsimmons. Anyway, but that's not, this is now sounding like it's bad. I really do like it for the price. I would probably pick it up again if I'm in need of dry shampoo at Marshall's. It does like a little bit of zhuzhing up. Like, I really want my hair to look better after I've used it, and I want the oil absorption, and I have no problem. It does a little bit of both. So I do like that. That's probably, I don't know, my 4th, 5th something bottle. I've had numerous bottles of that. Trader Joe's. So I never ever used a foot cream until I got one in a subscription box, and I think now we're going on 3 or 4 years of it is a routine. After I get out of the shower, kind of before bed, I put on a foot cream, and I love the Trader Joe's body butter. It's, I think, $4.99, maybe $5.99. It is a very generous size. Why is this not opening? I guess it doesn't matter if it opens anyway. It's not like you're going to see anything wonderful. But it's 8 ounces. It is super thick. I really like it. My absolute favorite is the pumpkin in the fall. I do not like whatever is out now, some kind of seed. But anyway, the pumpkin and the coconut to me are the thickest. I like them to be thick. People on here had told me they hate the coconut scent. In all honesty, it is so mild, you hardly even notice it. And so it doesn't bother me. This is even, I think, thicker than the pumpkin. So I don't know how many tubs of this I've used, but it is my go-to foot cream. I love it. And the price point, you cannot beat it. All right, this is my 2nd bottle of this. And I first got this in my Ipsy. It was working wonders on my daughter's hair. Then it's glass. So it is a very pretty bottle. It is glass, which I think, you know, companies are trying to be more responsible. But my daughter accidentally knocked it over. It was still had like this much left. I kind of used it all in one. That was working really well. We struggle with detangling and knots. And then when I saw this on Ipsy for sale, I don't know, 12 bucks, I totally bought another one. For whatever reason, our second bottle wasn't as awe-inspiring. And so definitely I assume this is probably around $30, $35. I would not purchase again. If it was on sale, maybe. But again, like I said, we weren't getting as good of results the second time around. All right, Fenty Skin. I got this in my Ipsy. This is a Buff Rider exfoliating scrub. We use scrubs in the shower, both my husband and I. And so when we don't get them in a subscription box, we just buy like the big tub at Walmart. So this is, I believe, again, like a $30, $35 scrub. It's very nice. If this was $10, I would probably buy it again. If I see it for $10 on Ipsy, I would probably buy another one. I have liked a lot of Rihanna's skincare stuff. And it's kind of one of those, like, it's a gentle exfoliator that dissolves fairly quickly. So it's, again, a very nice experience. But I'm not paying $35 for 6 ounces of body scrub. Very nice, but not repurchasing. All right, guys, this is my absolute holy grail evening cream. I don't know why I have both packages for you, but it's the Dr. Jart Ceramidin. This is second tube, third tube, and Ipsy has been having this. It was $25, which is more than half off, or about half off. Then they just had it for $15. So I have 2 or 3 backups. This is my evening cream. I took a break from it and my skin really missed it. It has, I believe, like 5 ceramides, let's see, shea butter, triglycerides. My skin loves this. So this is like my holy grail evening cream. All right, I really liked this. I don't think I've tried anything else from Saturday Skin. This has also really good ingredients. It does have ceramides. I don't have the box anymore, but I remember being really impressed with the ingredients. So this says Pretty Pop, Probiotic Power Whipped Cream. I kind of thought it was like a serum-y thing. I think this is an actual full moisturizer. I think Saturday Skin could maybe market the words better so you really know what you're getting. For whatever reason, this made my face tingle slightly or sting slightly. So this got demoted to a neck cream. So any moisturizer that doesn't fit my face standards, which my face is very sensitive, it turns red or breaks out if it doesn't like it. But my neck, and I put that down here, really liked this. I think this is probably $30, $35. I would not think twice about getting it in a box for a discount, but I often don't pay full price. I wouldn't pay full price for a neck cream. But I really, really enjoyed that. And it has good ingredients. Oh, we have more food. All right. So I'm not under any illusion that veggie straws are healthier than chips. Like, they advertise this great thing, but calorie-wise, they're very similar to just a bag of Ruffles. And as far as their vegetables, it's powder. Spinach powder, tomato paste. Like, it's not, to me, award-winningly healthy. But my daughter likes them. I finally found a bag that had individual bags. This is a fairly nice size bag. So the only reason I'm highlighting this is, number one, I don't mind the taste. It's a nice salty snack. And it's 130 calories. And there's really, we're not talking protein or fiber or anything, like I said, good. But if you're wanting a salty snack, you get a pretty good amount for 130 calories. It's not one of those situations where you have 5 little chips and you're like, what? This is really good. Like, it's satisfying. There's a lot of, like, I don't know. I feel like you get a lot for this, for 130 calories. So for me, it's a nice snack. Like, if I needed a snack, like I'm craving a salty snack, I think you get more here than you do with the potato chips. All right, Mighty Patch. I have bought these numerous times. I've already repurchased. I've tried a lot of pimple patches, and there were a couple that were award-winning that I got in boxes, and then I sadly just Didn't repurchase, didn't write it down what they were. So these are pretty much my go-to. They're about $9 to $10 at Target. And anytime I get a pimple, I put them right on and they dramatically help. So at this point, I swear by pimple patches. I wish I had them in junior high. Always, it's basically a staple in my house. All right, this is not an empty, and I know I've put it on before, but Emergency to me is way, way better than Airborne. So we only tried these out when we were in Alaska. My daughter was getting sick. My mother-in-law was getting sick. And you only need one a day, and I really feel like they make a difference. We just got back from Canada. We got off the plane. I don't know whether it was dry air or what, but both my husband and I started feeling a sore throat. We got this and we're fine. It's like 2 weeks later, nobody got anything. Highly, highly recommend. I loved the samples I got in my Ulta little sample thing. This is Belief. In all honesty, I like a bunch of their stuff. I've had their little sample kit. I really, really like Belief. This is the Aqua Bomb it was such a weird thing. Hyaluronic 11% serum. My skin like this. I read about it online. I'm really not quite sure what that acidy thing is or does. And so I really did like it, but my skin is sensitive to too many acids. So I did like it, but I don't know. Like I couldn't really I don't know. Like it's unique and I'm not quite sure I need it. So anyway, if I saw it again for super cheap, I would probably get it. My skin did really like it, but I'm leery that if I got a big one that maybe my skin would turn red over time. It did not for this sample, but this sample was only like 3 to 4 uses. But I did really like it and I am a fan of Belief products. All right, this is not necessarily an empty, but it was probably down to here and I decanted it into a prettier package. I will say this is the ugliest packaging. I don't like it in my shower. I'm not one to have a super aesthetic shower, but this is just, I don't know. It does stick out on the shelf. Maybe that's the point. Mark Anthony Strictly Curls, and this is a shampoo, triple blend. I also love their curl cream. So Pureology is my absolute holy grail shampoo, but this also works nice, and my hairstylist basically swears that you should not consistently use the same shampoo. So this is nice to break it up. Sometimes I use a pump of this, a pump of my Pureology. I don't necessarily think it's award-winning at helping curls, but I also don't nurture my curls. Like if I really tried, we could get some curls going, but I just brush them out. But this, back when I bought it, was about $10. Who knows with inflation? Definitely, it's already on my list to repurchase. So I like that. This is my second one of these, Cremo. So I had, whatever Empties brand, their shave cream gel stuff is to die for. But it seems like you have to sign up for a subscription to even be able to purchase it. And I don't like that really. And so this is Vanilla Orchid. I've also had the lavender. This is like $9. So at the store, for whatever reason, I went the cheap way and I just bought the generic shave foam. But I really do like this. And so I don't know. I was trying to save. That was basically $2 versus $8. I will say this is a much nicer experience. So probably when my cheap $2 shave foam runs out, I will get this again. I really like it. All right, I'm almost empty with my next bottle. This only lasts a month to maybe a month and a half. Good Molecules. This is $12. I know Ulta does carry it. That's where I usually buy it. This is their peptide serum. I love this stuff. I love peptides. Glass jar. Great price. Good ingredients. Good molecule. If you're looking for a cheap entry-level brand. All right, this is one that everybody was like, oh, it's the best stuff ever. You have to try it. I feel like Naturium was, I don't know, paying people. This is, to me, terrible. Maybe if you have super dry skin, this is for you. This is super thick. And it leaves your face feeling, to me, oily. Like it just sits there. You can feel it on your face. Dew Glow Moisture SPF 50. I don't like super thick. Definitely makes you shiny because it's like a thick layer of oil sitting on your face. They also give you like a little sizer thing. You need 5 to 6 pumps to fill that up. So I feel like this little package doesn't last long, and it just, when I put a sunscreen on my face, I don't want to feel it. And maybe this is supposed to be a moisturizer and sunscreen. So I put a moisturizer on, then I put sunscreen. So maybe I was using this wrong, but it's just so thick. This is I would say no way if you're oily, and I'm a normal to slightly dry. This is just gross. Super thick. I don't like super thick. I want it to be kind of lightweight. All right, I liked this stuff too. Drunk Elephant, I know is super expensive, but my skin tends to like the Drunk Elephant. I also love their packaging. This was a little sample. This is Be Hydro Intensive. Now, I will say, with that in mind, hydro. When I Googled the ingredients, you expected to see moisturizing. This is almost like vitamin C in a bottle, so I didn't mind it, but I wouldn't repurchase it, and I feel like the name is like misleading. All right, so cream masks. So back in the day, I really liked these, and if I ever saw them at Marshall's, I picked them up. Here lately, I feel like they've cheaped out in 2 areas. One, you really have to look at the ingredient list. It is possible to find these with good ingredients. And you can get like a 5-pack of these for $5 or less at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. So this one said ceramide. So it checked off the good ingredient list. But their sheet masks have gotten cheaper. This one had like eye flaps. I don't like that. It also has gotten to where like this area kind of droops and is hard. So for me, cream masks have just cheaped out lately, and they are affordable, but I prefer Face Tory 100%. All right, I've tried Hask before. It's like a little conditioning packet. This one did not wow me. It was at like kind of like the Walmart travel section, $3. This is anti-frizz. I did not really see any anti-frizz. I wish I knew the kind I used before because I liked that one. I gave it a positive review. This one was fine the first time. The second time, I didn't really see anything. I do have like a lot of hair, so this was like one use and then maybe a second kind of half use. But this particular one, I was not a fan of. It was okay. Oh, another Drunk Elephant. I had gotten a sample in somewhere. This is the Jelly Cleanser, and for me, it's a no-go. This is fine, but the ingredients aren't that stellar, and it almost leaves you with a too clean feeling. It kind of brought me right up on the cusp of not quite feeling dry, but you really felt maybe overly clean. I love Perlice, the blue oat milk one. So for me, definitely with the price, I just am not a fan. Maybe if you have oily skin or something, you would like it better. It was just okay. So this was a sample, and I think this is like an $80 serum. Lancome, and it's like a 3-in-1. And so the bottle has like 3 different spouts, and it all comes out at once. They had a very unique package where there was like 3 bubbles, and you pressed them together and mixed it. I liked it, but I only had one use. And for an $80 item, I need a larger sample to really tell. But I did like it for the one time I got to use it. All right, so Clean It Zero. I've even had the big one of this before. I don't like it. It went viral, I almost feel like 5 years ago at this point. All right, it timed out. So it's kind of like a thick goop you put on. You can kind of emulsify. You put it on your face. To me, this bugs my eyes. It feels like it sticks in my eyes. I don't really think it did my mascara that well. My holy grail is La Octane milk to oil, or oil to milk. So fun to try again. Do not like it, mainly because it bothers my eyes and I don't think it does that great of a job. Bioma. So Bioma is another one with a good price point. They have it at Target. They have really good ingredients, except for me, almost everything they have has lactic acid. Lactic acid, I was looking it up today again. Unless you have like non-sensitive skin, it basically is recommending once a week or every other week. This is a moisturizer, so theoretically you're using it every day, sometimes more than once. I would love it if it didn't have lactic acid. It has super good ingredients, and this is the gel moisturizer, but because of the lactic acid, it turns me red if I use it every day. So that is a no-go. All right, I love this stuff. This was a sample I got in Ulta. This is Sunday Riley, the Ice, and it is ceramide. It has, I think somewhere around 3 to 5 ceramides. Now this, where is it? I would say these two are competitors. This is ceramidin. This is $48. This is $65, I believe, for the same amount. My skin loved this. I brought this on vacation and it didn't last. It only lasted maybe like 5 days into the vacation, which is actually a lot for this. My skin loved this and you could tell a difference when I stopped using this. I will say ingredient wise, this seems to have better because I think it has more than just the ceramides, but my skin really liked this. This is $65. So Ulta always has like spend 40, get 10 and all this stuff. So I went on to buy it as a splurge. They're sold out. I have a feeling so many people liked their sample, they were buying it. I really liked this. But the question is, do I need it? Because I already really like this. But I will say my skin loved this. Now let's go vitamins, and I have 3 of them. I have to take calcium because the doctor basically said I need to. I'm at this point 45-year-old woman, so I think at some point we all have to take calcium. Zinc. I would say 2 to 3 years ago, I was getting sick all the time. One of my teacher friends was like, do you take your vitamins? And so ever since then, I take a zinc and a vitamin C every day. It has helped drastically. Sometimes I don't get sick. Sometimes it takes longer to get sick. At this point, I am now in my household the last person to get sick. I used to be the first person to get sick. Usually it's my daughter, then my husband, and then maybe me. Sometimes they're shorter. So I really swear by zinc and vitamin C every day. Of course, there's no magic bullet. If you get a germ, you're going to get sick. And then probably a year ago, I started getting cramps in my legs. And the only way it stopped was if I was drinking Gatorade. And so I basically just started taking a daily potassium, and that really helps. And then my last one is these. I got Preserve. They are cheaper, kind of cheap-ish. I think the first pack with the like the shaver and like 1 blade or 2 blades is like $10, and then you can get these refills for like $10. I got this recommendation from a YouTuber. It's not Vera Wang. What is my other one? I use these other ones that are super expensive, but for whatever reason I don't get my arms very well. So I use these for my arms. They're okay. Like they're good enough. Like, so I had bought the really cheap ones and those were not working. The heads do last a really long time. They do not rust. So for me, for my secondary razor, they work well. I would not give them a glowing review. Like, I don't know. If you're in a spot like me where you need something that's semi-affordable yet good, this fits the bill. I can't think of that other razor. But they are pretty much super expensive. It's like $25 for a refill. but I use those for my legs. For whatever reason, I cannot think of what their name is. Anyway, these are my empties for August. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.